everybody, KG and Ringy here. We're here in England and we're bringing you another episode of Tailgate Talk.
Exactly. We're at the Rodney Cook Memorial event and look who we ran into. It's Terry and Terry.
Terry Reed Jr.
Little Terry.
Yeah.
Terry Reed Sr.
Yes, exactly.
Uppercase Terry, lowercase Terry. No.
And guess what? These guys have been using Garrett metal detectors and they have found some awesome stuff. So we're going to talk to them about it and see what they have to say, because maybe they'll give you some tips and secrets so you can find your own treasure.
Right.
So, Cage, what do you think? You want to start with Big Terry or Little Terry?
Let's start with Little Terry here. Little Terry, how are you doing, buddy?
Good,
We
good.
heard that you have found some incredible finds with the Apex.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
I found a gold coin with
A
this.
gold coin?
Yeah.
What kind of gold coin?
Really old.
It says only second one ever found.
It's like a
Second one
stater.
ever
What
found.
was the what kind of date would you put on it?
18s.
1800s?
Yeah.
Pretty phenomenal, huh?
Yeah.
It's a lot further back. It's a
little bit further back.
Yeah,
What
I think
was
with
it?
Gates, the coin was it was a Saxon coin of King Edmund of the UK back in the 12th century, and they
1100s.
Yeah, they started minting them, so the coin goes quite far back at a sort of time and distance. But it was a stunning little find. Usually where he was metal detecting, I've been there and I've metal detected there before, but little Terry decided to go down a little bit further to the water's edge
Yeah.
and shouted that he's got a gold coin. At first I was like, he's having me on like they do. Of course I've run over and I said, let me have a look then. He's not letting me look. So I've had a look. So then we're both running about, jumping about. He's found his first ever gold coin, because I've found staters before, but this coin was something kind of special.
Yeah.
And being how old and it only being the second one ever found in the
The
UK.
second one
Wow.
ever found
Yeah.
of that kind.
You found that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all been logged into the database, and it's now in the Spinks book.
Yep.
It'll have his name in it. So when you get the book, people will be able to see the person who found it, and you'll get the pictures of the coin as well. But it was an absolute stunning coin.
Man, that is just
Did you know
amazing.
what you had when you found it? Did you know it was gold?
No. I thought it was bronze, like bronze Roman, but I looked at it closer and it
And
was
you found it
gold.
with that machine.
Apex. Yep.
What kind of coil
Nice.
did you have on? Was it that little one?
I had that one.
Oh, you had
Double
the
D,
big one on
radical.
there.
Yep.
Wow.
Is Dad jealous?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
100%?
He started running around the field.
Does he let
Did
you?
he?
Yeah.
Does he let you go metal detecting anymore with him?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
But I tried to keep him on to the spots I've already done.
I still find silver.
He's- this year alone, he has had, I think it's about 32 hammered coins altogether, quarters and halves and wholes.
Wow.
One of the sites we're on is an old medieval marketplace. So what they used to do was cut the coins into halves and wholes.
Right.
So you'd get change back in the day. And they're so small, easy dropped. But one field we've been on I had done a square patch and I said to him, if you want, you try that bit, again, that I've already been over. First time, walked straight over first time and gets a hammered coin
Yeah.
from the 14th century. But he seems to find a lot of silver, but then we do find a lot together, but I help dig his holes sometimes
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the ground's
yeah.
so hard and his little feet sort of go on the spade and they bounce
Yeah.
back off. But
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
You'll take care of him now, and then when he's a little bigger, then he'll.
oh
take
yeah,
care
you're
of you.
definitely going to take care of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So how about you, Dad? What's some of your best finds?
I've had Saxon. I had a Roman hoard of 163 Roman coins.
Oh, a hoard?
63
Yeah.
Roman coins.
Yeah.
What kind of coins were they?
They were all different eras, because what happened was the archaeologists had dug out like a football-sized football pitch, and they'd gone down 3 feet. And what happened was you could see the clay, and then you see these dark lines running in the clay, and that's what the archaeologists were looking at. And there was little old fire pits, so they were digging it out. Once they'd finished, he said, "Yeah, you can go on there." He first stepped out and he went on the mud, and it went off the metal detector. So I thought, well, it might be because the ground's lower there,
Right.
because we're literally on the clay. So we started digging, and literally from here, about 3 metres, was just Romans all in a long line.
Wow.
And a nice little silver Saxon coin I found myself, was an absolute stunner. I can't remember what the king was himself because it was graded on the front.
Edward?
So you could, Edward, I've had King Edwards and little tiny Hammonds, but this was I can't think of the Saxon coin now. Oh, that one stunned me for a sec.
Edward the Confessor.
Edward the Confessor.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Was it?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's exactly what it was, Edward the Confessor. I was trying to get it off my tongue what it was, but when it was dropped, it fell into the must have been waterways. That's what they must have been.
Yeah.
And the coin come out as if it had only just been dropped in there, and it was in perfect condition.
Wow.
And that is my first ever proper sort of Saxon find. But we found coins that are from France, like a galley halfpenny is a silver tiny hammered coin that you got in Spain and things like that. And what they did was, because it weighed less than the penny here,
Right.
people smuggled him in, so they called him a smuggler's coin. And we do find a lot of them little coins and really stunning coins. But
Really nice.
I've had Canada war badges from World War I.
Really?
Canadian ones. I've even got Canadian military badges with the actual numbers on.
Wow.
And one of them was silver, but that one, I think what they did in World War I, when you was going away to war, your wife had one made for you out of silver.
Yes.
And
I've heard of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and literally it's a Canada leaf, it's got Canada, but it's an overseas.
Right there, I think I found a sterling silver thing, and somebody called it a sweetheart pin.
That's what it is.
That's
yeah.
what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Sweetheart pin, because then they went off to war and they'd
That's
have
it.
something to remember their.
Yeah,
It-
you know
loved
what's
ones.
amazing about over here is like you'll be finding like BC stuff, and then you'll find like Roman and medieval, and then World War II stuff
Right.
all over the
Exactly. It just today we were finding World War II bullets and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, it's amazing.
You had a few bullets.
Yeah.
You had a couple of bullets.
Talking
today.
about bullets, I think I might have one in my
You
pocket.
got one in your pocket?
place. Now, all of them.
Oh, yes,
Did
I
all of them
have.
come from these machines?
Yeah, we was both with the
Well,
Garrett. We have got the 400 because we always take the 400
Yeah.
every time we go out
Yeah.
because it's just something that we like to have extra. But
Right.
we both like using his on the Apex and the 400 where I am
too,
fully connected to the Apex because I know like today we was out and
Really nice,
he was a
isn't
little bit of a distance because we worked together. He was a slight little bit of a distance away, so it was
Right.
a little bit more sort of difficult for him. So we tried to stick together when
Yeah.
we're out metal detecting, didn't
Yeah.
we? Because that helps you sort of dig your holes.
I'll
But
tell you what, that's
Yeah.
the awesome thing about this hobby is like you can go out with your son or your daughter and just get
Yeah.
out, get away from the TV, go out in the field and enjoy it, and you never know what you're gonna find.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
awesome, isn't it?
it's good that he
Crazy.
comes out, innit? It's good that you're doing.
We were just laughing about when our kids were his age. We had them out in Montana when we used to live there, and they'd come out with us, and sometimes they detect with us, and sometimes they just
Yeah.
build forts or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
but
it.
Yeah, I
gets
like
get
forts,
you
yeah.
outside and you
I
have
mean,
a
it's the
blast.
ultimate family bonding.
It is.
Right.
It's been when he first went out. It was learning hobby for him, and then of course he clicked on quite quickly
Yeah.
with the 250, and then he moved up to the 300, and then I bought the 400, and he was using the 350, and then once I got an Apex, he was using the 400 and I used the Apex.
Yeah.
But now he likes to switch between machines,
Yeah.
and he's got used to the tones more than he does looking at the numbers now because
Yeah.
sometimes the tone can be a different and it could be like over
a
something
lot of
different.
times, like once you learn your machine
Yeah,
properly,
yeah.
you don't even have to really even look at it anymore because
Exactly.
you know just by the sound it's making if you're going to dig the hole or not.
Yeah.
We've been out with people and they'd be like, we find a silver coin or something really cool, and they'd be like, well, what number was it? And I'm like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
I just know my machine so well. I knew I was going to dig it, just by the sound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a high tone pitch, isn't it?
So obviously you guys have been doing this a while.
Yeah.
You both know what you're doing. So do you have any tips or advice for
Do you
people?
got any advice for a new kid just starting out? What would you say? What was hard for you and what did you pick up on?
Well, I reckon the best machine to start off with was the 400i. It's easy because you don't have to hear the chatter. This is where you get into your main stages of being a metal detectorist. So that's why I like using this now because I'm getting older and using new machines.
Start out with something a lot simpler,
Yeah.
Don't just buy a complex machine
Nah.
and then you might get frustrated and quit, right?
Yeah, then get used to it. because that's
Yeah.
how I got mine.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Garrett. It's simple. You just turn it
Yeah.
on most time, maybe push a couple buttons, and go find treasure.
Yeah, that's
Right
what I love
on.
to do.
Well, hey guys, thanks a million for doing this.
Thank you ever so
Yeah,
much.
We
thank
really
you.
appreciate your time and
Thank you
good
ever so
luck.
much. Nice to meet
Find
you.
some more stuff.
And you too.
Yeah,
and,
buddy.
thanks ever so much.